Getting the first pick.
Get three, Pyro! Get three with the
Void Kick putting on a clinic. Whole team's down. Oh!
Experience tranquility.
Let's drop the beat.
Live.
And welcome back to the BeatDrop! I'm your host, Gizmo Charmander, along with my co-host, Captain Jack.
That's me.
And tonight, we have Tailwind from Discord, who went 5-0 in Stage 1 with a plus 17 map. And in Stage 2, currently, right now, they are 1-1. So, guys, let's have you introduce yourself, starting with your name, your position on the team, and your favorite voice line from your favorite Overwatch character. We'll start with you, Aurora.
My name's Aurora. I'm Dylan's GM, and my favorite voice line is probably Doomfist and They Say. It's always fun hearing that getting spammed in a comp game. So.
All right. Polar.
I'm Polar. I'm the team captain slash flex DPS, and my favorite voice line is McCree. I'm not good, I'm not bad, but I ain't ugly.
Fair enough. All right, Poggers.
Hello, my name is Poggers. I am GM before Aurora, but now no longer GM. Emotional coach. My favorite voice line is I don't know, probably any May voice lines at this point. They're pretty hot.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's pretty hot. I like it.
And the legend himself, Marf.
So my name's Marv. I just became the head coach recently of Tailwind, and my favorite voice line is probably "Did somebody say peanut butter?" from Winston.
I see a lot of familiars here. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right, Ice.
Hi, I'm Ice. Technically a coach, but you know, we retired. And my favorite voice line is whatever Bastion says. I don't really know those sounds.
Cthulhu.
He relates to the boss.
Man, I feel like this is I don't remember what episode it was that we did this on, but I feel like it's almost a copy at this point.
Yeah, right.
Like we're getting the same.
Trying
exact
to run
lines
into,
up-
yeah.
Even up to the Bastion, we're getting the same lines. It's awesome.
Ooh.
All right, Cthulhu.
All right, hey, I'm Cthulhu, Flex DPS. And yeah, favorite voice line, I do have to go with my compatriot here. Did somebody say peanut butter is a classic?
Nice. Jay Vice.
Hey guys, I'm Jay Vice. I don't even know. I'm a hit scan, flex, DPS player. And probably my favorite one is Mata Mata Genji. Definitely not a weeb or anything.
Hey, nothing wrong with being a weeb. Nothing wrong with it. Clembit.
Hello. I am Climate, and I am the off tank for Tailwind. And my favorite voice line is probably Diva's AFK. That one. Yeah.
I'm glad you said that, and I'm number one. So.
Yeah, because he's not number one.
He does not relate.
Bingo.
I'm
All right, Catarix.
I'm Catatrix. I'm the main support player on Tailwind. And I'd say that my favorite voice line is probably someone call the Wambulance from Mercy.
Oh my god.
Oh yes, I love that one.
Every Mercy player was waiting.
One of
for that
those
line.
players.
Mercy Locks the mercy.
See, like the best combination is hearing that one, and then Genji, you need the healing.
Yes, that is another classic.
Zuby.
Hello, my name is Zuby. I'm your resident Winston Locker and technically Team's Flex. And my favorite voice line is also someone called the Wambulance because it is the equivalent of Ende Say for the supports.
So true. So true. Or the when Baptiste got released. Thank you, Baptiste. Oh, you're welcome. So now that we've got to meet the team, we need to now know the history of the team. So, Aurora, Poggers, if you'd like to tell us, how the team was formed and all.
Well, this team was formed by Mike, or as he's known, Klaatu. He formed it before Poggers and I were on it, and then Poggers and I joined it last season. We were both players, and we decided to continue the team and coach it and GM it together for this season. And now we're here. So that's kind of the history, a brief history of the team.
Awesome.
Right. And just to note, folks, even though Tailwind did have a feature match, it seems that the internet monster had a feast on that VOD as it was going from Twitch to YouTube. So we're just gonna be playing some 5v5s here and watching them as they go. So should be a lot of fun. So now that we know a little bit about the history of how Tailwind was made, I mean, of all names, why Tailwind?
Why choose it?
Yeah, I think that's the question you ask Klaatu.
Nobody
You might have
yeah.
a name for birds or some shit.
Okay, so from what I heard, he liked something related to birds. Man, yeah.
No way.
I'm serious.
See,
Something-
is he a Pokemon fan?
I don't. He likes Pokemon. Yeah.
Because I mean,
Wait,
if you look at your logo, I swear it looks like Yvelta from Gen 6.
True.
No, it could also just be that everyone's like behind us.
Well, the
Brainiac, coward.
well, technically they are, but
Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm also the resident like toxic kid.
Okay.
there's like 6 of them here. So.
Yeah, we have a couple of those on the team.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
I feel like we've had a couple teams like that, so
Yeah.
another repeat, Jack.
Yep, definitely. All right.
But here's a question for the coaches.
Yeah.
Who's the most improved player this season?
Not Polar.
Actually,
I started.
I think I might have to give props to Zuby on this one, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I'd probably say Zuby on the tank. Was
Zuby started off as a main support player and pulled through when we needed him. He locked the hooves for us. He goes silly on the monkey now. I don't know. The kid's
I think I could genuinely give it to multiple players. One I definitely think, at least since I've only been head coach for probably about 3 weeks now. I think one is definitely Zuby, 100%, because of the role swap. Role swapping is very, very hard, especially in this game, because the amount of comfortability that you need to have on a role varies a lot. So a big props to him for stepping up for the team when we really need it done.
I mean, DPS just go pew pew, so.
Yeah, but monkey go ooh ooh ah ah.
A whole different language.
Another person I would also like to say is probably actually between two people, which is Catatrix for number one. Where he is now to compare to where he was, I guess, on End of Caliber, like when that was the thing last season, like he's improved a shit ton. Like he's pretty much like a completely different player, which is a lot of just due to him grinding. And I would say the same thing with Polar. Like Polar also has improved a lot. He stepped up as a team captain a lot this season. He's always made sure that the team has been together, which is really good. So big props to them as well.
Also, honorable mentions is Climate, to be honest, because a lot of people just looked at him as a Zarya OTP, and like so many people were just like, oh well, like there's better players or whatever at the time that we were like looking for players, and yeah, I think he's proved a lot of people wrong.
I I think there's a reasonable argument for every player on this team. They've all stepped up and they've all done great throughout the season. So props to the boys.
And Poggers, he just hit Masters, so.
Hey, y'all hitting ranks that I could only wish to hit in my dreams.
The joke is he's flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just boosted him, but we.
Yeah,
He's
there's
only
only
flat
just
player.
players that are higher than him. Unlucky.
Yeah, Fuller, you
Hey,
get $12?
If you look at my profile and you go back a few seasons, you'll see me at Masters. Now I'm at Gold.
What a gamer.
So woohoo!
Yeah.
Did you buy your account?
Wait,
No, I did not. I
Poggers
got
are
done
all?
school and I became adult, and then my, gaming brain went to ish. So yeah,
Yep.
I'm almost back in diamond. Almost back in diamond. So it won't take me.
Yeah,
too-
you
You
got
have an actual life, something most of us don't have.
Yeah, true.
Exactly.
bro,
I work
So-
in a noodle shop now, bro.
I work for Microsoft.
Yeah, serving instant ramen doesn't account for having a life, man.
I'm retired to do noodles for full time.
It's actually 6 seconds. It's actually a minute, Aurora. It's not
Hostile
a minute.
abuse, as Marcus
Alright,
said.
alright, back
Okay,
to
guys.
Back to the
All right. Next question is for everyone, so we're just gonna go down the line. Thinking about your position on the team, how have you, as a GM, as a coach, as a player, how have you improved or changed during this season? And then it's a two-parter, and then how do you feel the team has grown or changed during season 5? So starting with Aurora.
I started off as a coach, and that taught me a lot about the fundamentals of the game that helped open my eyes to how to apply stuff to my own gameplay. And then when I swapped over to GM, it gave me a lot of respect to management roles in general. It showed me the amount of work that needs to be put in to keep everything in check. I've also had a lot of great help from Poggers and Polar, who've helped me keep everything in check. The team overall, I think the biggest improvements this season have been mental improvements. Like, we used to be hardcore maulers, and I don't think anyone can disagree with that. So, like, everyone has just grown up and matured, and it's just become a really fun team environment overall.
That's good to hear. All right, Polar.
I think I've done a pretty good job of hard carrying sometimes.
The modesty right there.
We all know you're lying, bro.
Yeah, let's show the scrims, the replay.
Alright, I've done a pretty good job of being a team captain.
Yeah, we'll give you that.
I mean, it's still not a very good job, but for stepping in as a zero-brain Mulder, I think I've done a pretty good job of being a two-brain Mulder instead. I mean, I find scrims and all that, so there's that. I think the team, I think we've been through a lot and we've adapted pretty well. I feel like we a bunch of people, stuff happening, whatever, and we pulled through.
All right, Poggers.
I'm currently a coach. Used to be a GM. Honestly, like as a GM, like I thought it was gonna be easy. You get a few players, right? A lot of them were all cool, were all vibes, right? Put them on the team together. All right, we'll figure it out. And then you realize, like, some of them are little kids yelling and shit. It was pretty bad, And I was like, my brain was hurting at times, and it worked out, right? Like the majority of the players are still here today. Like everybody enjoys being here. I'm assuming. I did mold off of being GM, but it's life.
I hate buggers.
I'm getting paid.
Yeah. Also, it just gave me a whole new respect. Like, there's always that meme about how there's a lot of T3 managers and stuff like that, and like that big meme. I always thought it was a joke, and then once I GM'd this team, I was like, I don't know how people do it. So I kind of threw the test Aurora.
Gotcha. All right, Marf.
So yeah, right now I'm the new head coach. I think I think what this position, at least what I've taken out of it so far, is that a lot of different people deal with certain situations in many different ways. Like talking, if I'm being honest, talking about like of how the team's, I guess, just overall mental necessarily wasn't that great due to like anger or whatever. It gives me a different perspective on how to deal with everybody individually, of how hey, if you let's say if you're stern with one person and that works really well for them, that may not be the exact same thing that you have to do with somebody else to actually get through to them, to like to change, to make an actual in-depth change in them, to not only be one way, and not to only be stubborn in a certain way of how you deal with every person, because every person is different, and how they deal with things. I think that's one thing it's really even out of me.
Gotcha. All right, Ice.
Being mostly a micro coach, like, it's given me a lot better perspective, especially on the role I play. Like, just learning how to explain things to people and like break down like my own like knowledge, been really helpful. And like just even outside of like micro coaching, like just being able to meet new friends, meet new people, learn a different side of like, because I've only like managed teams or like been team captain. I've never like I've never really done the like non-player side. So especially with Caliber and Tailwind like now, yeah, it's been a good experience.
Gotcha. All right, Cat Thulu.
Yeah, for me, personal improvement, probably just fundamental and consistency stuff. I mean, there's been so many changes with the types of comps that really are getting played in the last couple months here that I've really been all over the place with Flex DPS, and I've just really settled into getting used to something new relatively quick. And then overall for a team, it's almost all communication stuff, because at the very beginning, we just couldn't even talk. No one had any idea what to do, literally moment to moment. And we're getting there. We've actually had really good comms recently, and it's improving every day.
Awesome. Comms are always important.
For W.
J-Vice.
So I had to relearn how to play the game. After last season, I like picked up tank and I hit like 3900, and then stopped playing Overwatch for about 4 or 5 months. And so the season's all been about me like relearning how to play heroes, and I'm stuck in Reaper. And then kind of piggybacking off what Kat said, like the comms and just like the overall mentality of the team like has improved a lot, and that's changed throughout the times. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Climate.
Yes. So, I think the biggest part I've changed in my role is probably getting a wider hero pool. I kind of like just played season 3 Harmony entirely off of just Zarya basically, and I've had to learn a lot of different heroes since joining this team. And as for the whole team, I think we've improved a ton, like as far as individual and mental, a lot of mental improvements from every single player, and all of us putting in the work to do well. I think.
Gotcha. All right, Catatrix.
I think I have improved my Brig gameplay a lot. You know, it went from really good to absolutely amazing. Okay, right? So I've really been, grinding the Brig all season long.
Gotcha.
I'd say one thing as a team that we've improved on, and a lot of things for sure. But I think comms is definitely like the major thing, and like not getting tilted and keeping comms like serious.
All right, and Zuby.
There. How have I improved? I took basically about a year off of playing, previously coached. So the way that I improved was taking the knowledge that I learned in coaching and then gained with the new coaching that I had from my own micro, and proceeded to bring that out. And the way that the team has improved was definitely much more of a game understanding and then communication, as everyone else has said too. communication was a big one for us at the beginning of the season, and even myself as well too. And we've definitely become much more consistent at that.
Gotcha. All right.
So another question we like to ask the whole team is, who do you feel like is the most underrated player on the team? And we'll start with you, of course, Aurora.
Myself, definitely. I carry these kids all the time, and it's not even close.
Not on the
True.
team, you nerd.
It's true. The amount of ringing that he has to do for these scrims. is
Yeah,
nuts.
Climate never shows up to scrim. No, unironically, I think the most underrated player would probably be Catatrix. I think he just puts in all in consistent performances the entire time, and he's a cool head, always all tracks. I just he's one of the guys. He's one of the only people here who doesn't have an ego, which is quite surprising. So we might not give him the credit he deserves. That's
All right.
Cap, you just hear what he said about his break game?
Yeah, okay, true.
Yeah, but
Imagine having an ego.
That man doesn't even notice how, mention how he climbs like 700 SR.
Yeah, he went 32
More
to
than
39.
700?
Yeah, 900 SR.
Yeah.
He was unironically flat.
Pogger doesn't know he was keeping him.
All right, Polar.
Most underrated player.
Don't you dare say yourself.
Well, I mean,
We're gonna have some fucking words if you say yourself.
I swear to God, team meeting coming up.
I honestly, I haven't given him enough credit myself, but I'm gonna. No, wait, I didn't. Wait, no. I mean, Climate. Honestly, I'll be honest. There are times where I couldn't stand the man. I'm gonna be honest. But the past,
What the fuck?
the past 2-3 weeks, this man's actually been he's been on the ups. His D was actually like,
I'm here now.
Still, it's pretty close to mine still, but I think he'll be up there.
I take back the toxic comment I made. That's definitely
Holy shit.
All right,
Holy
Poggers.
shoot.
Unironically, I think Climate too. I don't think people know how good he is. I actually think he's the best off tank in the tier, and I don't think it's close. I've seen so much of them play, and no offense to anybody else,
Have you
but
seen this guy's hog gameplay?
Everyone else is dog
and
meat.
hold
We don't
on,
wanna
and
talk
that's
about
why,
the
and
gameplay.
that's why we did not play Hog Zarya. But
No, we put it in.
hold on.
You just didn't want to tell him.
So, I do think Climate, honestly, most underrated. Also, a quick plug: Climate's Twitter game, out of this world. Out of this world.
We do.
His
a
Twitter
fucking
game
joke.
might be better than his
Twitter
gameplay.
superstar.
Yeah.
He's off the goop.
He's off the goop.
All right, Marf. What about you?
Alright, I know this is gonna sound kind of like a meme because I shit talk this guy into oblivion, and he knows who he is. I'm actually gonna say it's Polar because the reason why I say it's Polar is because Polar not only does a lot in game with communication and trying to keep everybody's heads on straight and things like that, but he does a lot of out of game. He does a lot of behind the scenes things that I think that goes very underappreciated in the team. He's there when the team is is pretty much on their knees at its last breath, and he's there to revive the team and to keep things going a lot of the time, which honestly deserves a lot of respect. So I would say Polar.
On their knees.
Clip it? Can you clip it?
Yeah, you're just gonna fuel his ego, you ass.
You're still a dog shit player.
I shouldn't have picked him up, I swear.
Okay, Ice.
All right. See, being a support player, I gotta give it to the main support because no one ever talks about the main support. Because
Boredom.
how are you gonna talk about the main support when they just play Mercy? But I don't know. Cat brings a lot of a lot of main supports. He brings a lot of stuff outside of just gameplay. You can only do so much on Brig, so instead he decides to talk. It's really helpful.
That's pretty true.
Hey guys, it flailed someone.
Yeah, this kid was practice range flailing kids.
The statement you can only do so much on Brig. I'm gonna have to, you know, I don't know, man.
Oh boy. Cthulhu?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna have to go with Catatrix on this one again. So for me, the biggest thing is if you take any one person from the team and make it so they're not there on a given night, the one that's most likely to make the team self-destruct, probably Cat.
Yeah, that's
actually
a pretty true statement.
So, the one day that Catatrix was not there, it wasn't even a team anymore. It was a Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
it
we
was,
were a fucking
it was
punk
so
team.
bad.
Once the caddy, the baddie left. Jesus.
It was a
Oh,
royal
be a good
It
player.
was boys' night.
What did I just?
All right, J Vice.
I'll tell you, I'm probably the most overrated dog shit player. Oh wait,
Whoa.
dog meat player. Sorry about that.
No worries. Like I said, PG-13.
PG-13. All right, yeah, I'm the dog.
J Vice thought that was bad
Oh
memes.
man, dude, PDK can't watch this.
Yeah, PDK and Mini can't watch it.
Dude, Void Kit? Void Kit? Oh no.
Whoa.
Alright.
Make it
What
PG
you
for me.
probably
But,
watch out.
Back to what we're talking about. I'd say like underrated. That's a hard one. Yo, Zuby. Like I feel like personally, I think people don't give him enough like credit for what he's been doing for the team. Sure, he makes me mauled sometimes, but we love him and he puts in all the fucking work.
And he's
Awesome.
beautiful. He has a beautiful OnlyFans camera too.
Yes.
Oh, true.
Oh,
It was seen on the
Yeah,
the
she
admin
has
pub
a
night.
4K.
let's not even talk about the mic. Oh,
He
sorry.
sounds,
Pronunciation. Don't forget about that too. Just for
Alright,
everyone.
let's not forget. Half of us are underage too. let's not get too wild.
Oh boy. All right, Climate.
So, one that just never gets love, and I just feel like it's just an absolute sham, is my boy Cthulhu. His
Yes,
tracer is
sir.
off the goop. Like, oh my god, people just they look over him because of just J Voice and Polar, but oh my god, Cthulhu is insane.
His
He's
pulses are
off
pretty
the
fucking on
goop.
point.
Like, I've never seen him get below a 2-man pulse. I don't think it'll ever happen, honestly.
That's impressive
But,
right
yeah,
there.
really.
I remember it happening.
Climate actually stealing my line.
Hey, also, Cthulhu, the only other good May player in like season 4, and J Vice.
I'll tell you, you were the
It's
worst
May.
May player.
That's facts.
Okay.
All right, Catatrix.
I think I gotta give it to Cthulhu as well. He has popped off so many times. It's actually just unbelievable. Like in game and in scrims, it's just ridiculous how much this guy pops off, and I don't think he gets the credit he deserves.
He comes in the clutch. I remember there was one moment against Tempest last week. We were on Volskaya, and it was coming down to the last fight. And this man hits like a 2-man pulse on their support line, and actually just hard clutches the fight when we're down 1. He's a nutcase.
Hey, by the way, we're giving each other so much love right now in the last 5 minutes. What? Like, we've never done the listen season. Can we just like do it one more time next week?
It's alright. It happens every time, and then we get into the games. And
Shut up!
Yeah.
I like how most people.
So the best way I can describe you guys this, it's like the news. You start off with the good stuff at the beginning of the hour, and then you end on the bad note.
Oh, yes.
Everyone just
No,
slowly turns
on.
away.
And
On-
then the
on the
favorite
last
part
note?
are pushing children
Only
down.
on the news. Like the news is only entertaining because of the bad stuff. So you're there. You're there for the. You don't care about the compliments. You're here for.
Insults, yeah. And
Yeah.
of course, we're now at the end of the group. Zuby, what about you? Who's the most underrated?
Well, see, I was actually going to go with Cthulhu as well, but everyone decided to pump his tires, so I'm going to give it to the next underrated one. He gave it to me. I'm actually going to go with J Vice. Yes, people do know him for his DPS skill, but not a lot of people respect like actually how much of leader and like strat caller that he actually can be as well for the team too. He does make me mauled. We do counter calm each other, but it's all love. And you know what? Definitely, he's helped make this team a lot more fun as well
Yeah,
too.
no one appreciates it because of how fucking horrendous his strats are sometimes.
That is true.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, boys, ball hawking zero. Let's fucking go.
I'm not just pew pew like no aim all aim no brain.
He
I'm
talks,
just a
he
little
talks.
aim.
He has
A
no
little
brain,
brain.
too.
Yeah.
A
Also,
skosh of
you
each.
He's well rounded. He's well
I'm
rounded.
one cup to Zen.
even a lot of people can vouch for this though, but like his leadership was even in caliber last season too.
Yep.
Awesome.
I went from coaching him to then playing with him, and it's been an absolute treat.
Sweet.
Pog.
Well,
Alright. Well, that's all the niceties out of the way, so I hope y'all enjoyed
Oh,
that.
can I shit talk Polar now?
Are we allowed to talk crap about other
Get the
people?
clip ready. Get the clip ready.
I need to drop
like
his ego
not
back
gonna be
down,
like
so-
a free reign or anything, but we will have some fun now. So our
His
first
ego
game
needs to go back down.
is, as always, is called word association. So we start with a word that I'm gonna give you, and then you have to tell me what word or phrase or memory comes to mind. We've got some Overwatch heroes. We've got some podcasters you may know about, and as always, some teams that you might be facing in the upcoming playoffs. Or at least right now it's upcoming. By the time this releases, we'll actually be knee deep in the playoffs. So we'll see if your feelings match how the score titles out in the end. So.
Everyone else is bad.
Our first word is going to be the man with the jamming armor, Reinhardt.
I think of feeding.
Yeah, I'm pressing shift. And can't
shift and feeding. That's all Reinhardt's ever been
Honestly,
nowadays.
I think of Andy.
You want to know what I call that? Charging to Narnia.
No,
You know what?
I
You know, I'll be
think
honest.
myself because my inspirational fucking gameplay.
Okay, this is what I think about like
Yeah,
Reinhardt.
cap.
I think about short. Like most of the people who play Reinhardt are short. First of all.
Yo,
That's
man,
actually-
let's
that's
play Lee.
Shout out to Elite Complete Manlet. Second of all, I think also their egos out of this world. They complain about heals. They complain about kills. They complain about shield.
Yeah,
they,
yes,
they're never
exactly.
But the thing is that when you're playing Ryan, you gotta play the part. You gotta have that confidence that you're actually gonna MTD every single game you play.
What
Yeah, but
Marv means by confidence is touch the spawn door. That
You gotta,
kid-
you gotta be inspirational. You gotta be inspirational.
Yo, by the way, if anybody's watching this, pull up the clip on when GDH played in preseason versus Orbit and spawn camped them on Kings Row and Marv for that spawn door.
We spawn camped at least 5 teams for 4 minutes straight.
Like
Alright.
playing with Marv on GDH has taught me what a feeding Reinhardt is. Truly.
Yes, GDH win. That's what we're here to hear.
GDH is the only undefeated team.
So to try to keep it short, we won't go through everyone since we got 10 of you. So does anybody else have anything they want to fill in?
When I think of
Any
Reinhardt, I think
memories?
of SEAL Team Spuds versus Tailwind.
Jump
Kings Row.
Shatter.
I see Zuby saying "Let's back out" and then turning around and charging to them.
It says, guys, we're back to point. Shit, I pressed shift.
And then after the game, we're in the VC, and Zuby's like, yeah, okay, so like, what are the good things and bad things about this game? Because we had an insane comeback to win that game. And Zuby's like, right away, he's like, guys, clear comms. I just want to apologize for just pinning in the middle of 6 people. I didn't mean to do it.
Fight.
And we still won the fight too, which is very impressive. But Zuby was like like we tried to give them 600 HP, you know, on a free kill, just to kind of make things interesting, you know.
Yeah, totally.
Listen, I did get a kill with that pin.
True.
Say what you want. I did secure the bag.
Yes, he did die.
Secured the pick.
He still fucking
Yeah, he got one, but the wrong
Because
team.
of their Junkrat gaining 70% of their ult.
All right, so we'll go ahead and move on to the next word. The next word is a team you're very familiar with, Tempest.
Who's that?
Oh no!
Like, who's on
no.
the Don't pay attention to anyone else.
Wait,
Okay.
you know what I think of Sombra and Translocator squads. That's
I think of EMPing no one on an EMP bomb.
Okay.
No,
We have some wrong opinions right here.
Okay. I like this is not toxic at all.
I think of friendship.
I think no, not Chipotle. I think of one of our best maps ever, Volskaya Full Hold.
I disagree. Our attack was horrible.
Look, I'm trying to do it for content, man. They don't need to know it was bad. Let's just,
I mean, they can
Full Hold-
always go.
It was a bad map, but we still full held. Pepe hands.
Also, I wanna say to people who think Climate's a shit diva, he spy checked Sombra like 97 times on that map. So shout out Climate.
Honestly, I remember the only thing I remember from Tempest was me and Pogger saying, "Hey guys, their Somber's Translocator spots are really bad. She's always out of the fight for like 12 seconds, so just punish." And we always took fights 5v6. That's really all I remember from the series.
Wow. All right.
You know, at least they've done better than Maelstrom. You know, they have more than one win.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh no, but to be honest, even though we did 4-0, to keep it really serious, I think they are better than most teams.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think
We're just evolved.
I just
I'm
think
pretty
of
sure
that.
they'd roll anyone that was in our group last.
Hey!
stage.
By the way, they did beat Exodus, so give them a shout out there.
Oh. Maybe foreshadowing next game.
Oh.
All right. So this is the we always like to do interesting compositions. We've already done some tanks, and we're now into the heal comps. And one that doesn't, I feel, get enough love is the fast bash or the Lucio Brig.
No.
Yeah, with our
I just say outdated. That used to be good.
Yeah.
I mean, if we could go back in time and do like Lucio Zen even.
I miss those days. I miss those
I
days.
think we're getting a little too inspirational. Forgetting that Climate Tardiva here. We're gonna need some mass.
Yeah, we're literally talking about comps that were around before I went on like a year break.
I mean, if I'm being 100% honest from like a coaching perspective, I would probably never run that comp, especially I would say like in this elo of gameplay where you're tending more to feed or knots.
Hi GM.
It's kind of really hard to run such a low heals comp because you're not really gonna be sustainable, especially with this meta where you have such high burst damage and such like utility with Sombra and Reaper. You're just gonna get out healed every single fight by Moira. So there's no point to running Brig. Brig's really susceptible to getting blown up right now.
That comp reminds me of Season 4 Tailwind, where one day Aurora said that we should run that comp, and he said he was hyping us up.
Get on in the voice channel.
He said, "Guys, we can do this. We will not feed. We will destroy everybody on this
Wait,
comp."
who?
Blah, blah, blah,
Poggers?
Aurora. And then
No, who asked?
Yeah, well, the podcast did.
All right. So to finish my little story time, we pulled out on the comp and we got full health. We all fed. It was horrible. Never again.
All right. Any
What
other
comp are we
words for that one?
I think the last time
Omega lol. Don't do it, please.
Hotter, faster garbage? I don't know.
Also, yes, true. That is true.
See, for me, I play in gold plat, so I guess.
See, that's the elo where you get creative.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's my
fun.
Poggers likes it.
Inspirational.
You get creative at two elos. You get creative at the gold elo and the plat elo and the GDH elo.
It's so much harder to carry a match and so much harder to carry your match in plat. No one knows what they're doing.
When you get to GDH elo, you get to play Bastion Soldier, Arisa Monkey, and you just beat people for all.
That's pretty true.
Just go Sim Bastion.
Oh boy.
Okay, so we always like to do a podcaster, and we've gone through all of them. So I figured we just start over with one of the most lovable of podcasters of all, NPC.
I met him IRL.
Best green screen ever.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. When it was the Iris last week, and he had Earth, Wind, and Fire playing in the background, I was flipping. I was so happy.
This guy made me try Cheez-Its for the first time in my life. I saw him on the podcast. I said, "What the fuck is that? I want some."
Where the fuck do you live?
I live in Montreal, Canada. I live in Montreal. I've never seen them in my life.
What?
What do you eat? Like what is the Montreal cheese?
We eat poutine.
Corned beef sandwiches. That's about it.
We eat poutine.
Yeah, poutine, smoked meat.
Poutine and ice.
Yeah. Also,
beaver tails.
True, but also
Beaver tails are delicious.
NPC, actual legend.
I think my last interaction was NPC was last season when I called all of trans tier pussies.
Okay.
And then he sent me a DM of my Twitter, and then said, "This makes me sad," and then I deleted them.
Oh.
I'm at NPC IRL.
I can't make NPC sad. He's a
Wait.
two-year chat.
No, like,
I'm at NPC in real life at a meetup. He's very cool. That was in season 3 when I was very toxic, and he's a really nice guy.
Yo,
for sure.
Oh, the Godfather got a hold of you and changed his toxic ways.
Dude, I'm on my phone speaker.
Oh my god.
Climate, I do remember him telling me about that meeting. He did say that you are the most wonderful kid in real life, but man, you are angry when it comes to anything competitive.
Jack, shout out
to the last one.
This man said all bark, no
Shout out
bite.
to NPC every time he has the casting couch. That's my favorite one. Shout out to NPC
Don't
whenever
say
he has
that
the
again, please.
copyright. Sorry about that. When he has the
His ads are really cool.
The
His commercials are really cool.
NPC has always been chill.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone fucking rock the bald heads so smoothly. It is
Well, like I remember one day, like I'm watching a podcast and his green screen, he's zooming in a car, and then he's in an arcade. I guess he gets so creative.
Alright.
Yeah, but not on my level.
Lots of love for NPC here from Tailwind. Alright, and last word for us to choose from is another team that you'll actually, as of recording this podcast, you'll be facing in the next couple days, and that is Exodus.
Who is on that team?
I think of the season 4 Voidkit Flooded Deadlift.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
I think of. Is it bad to say that we're gonna win next game?
No.
Bad tweet game. Bad tweet game.
Oh yeah. Twitter's not inspirational. Learn from
Not
Climate.
inspirational Twitter. No.
No, learn from Climate. Also, you should have said airstrike. What's Exodus? Come on, man.
I think of not going crazy as another one.
Oh, no.
I think of friendship once again.
Yes, sir.
I think of friends.
McDonald's is another one too.
Okay, I think of every time I played with Cryptic, I never won in comp. Is that one as well?
I can't wait.
You never win in comp nonetheless.
Hey,
I
think of one. He asked me to duo, and I had to carry him.
Alright.
I actually do think the Exodus is a good team, no, like all jokes aside, but yeah, just not Tailwind.
I do think, though, if there's ever a chance that anyone wants to see, go back and see Cryptic Force playing Ball on Li Zhang in Open Division. It was a casted game. He hung off the side of the map for 40 seconds.
Alright.
Okay.
That should
Well,
be
that. Yep. And that ends our award association. So the next one is Team Superlatives. Now, I explained it to you guys before we started, but for those who don't know, a superlative is basically you're taking a characteristic and kind of complementing it to a person on your team. So an example is, who's the biggest feeder on the team?
Pretty hard, actually.
Every time we ask this, even though we say example, they are immediately ready to answer.
I think Climate's number one.
We had this one talked about prior. We all knew what we were gonna say.
Yeah.
Consistency or who's bigger is the real question now.
On a serious note, I do think it's either Catatrix Lucio or Climate.
All right.
So I think again for time, I think what we're gonna do is we'll have everyone say who it is, like going down the line, and then we'll just kind of group people based on who is the, I guess, most accused, so to speak, of being this particular character.
Yeah, sounds good. So our first superlative, for those of you who are Star Wars fans, who is the R2-D2 of your team? As in, who likes to mess with everyone?
Climate.
Yeah, Climate.
It's not a good
We're gonna go down the list, make sure everybody gets their shot. So Aurora.
Climate.
Polar.
Polar.
Mr.
Yeah,
Rocco.
climate.
Poggers,
Climate, not even close.
Marf,
Yeah, it's definitely climate.
Ice,
Climate.
Cthulhu,
Still climate.
J-Vice.
Oh, a wild suggestion. An answer? Climate.
I'm gonna skip climate for a moment. Catatrix.
Aurora.
Oh!
I didn't know coaches are included. That'd definitely be Mark.
That's true. That's true.
And Zuby.
I'm actually gonna go against the grain here and say climate. Sorry, no climate.
All
I fuck
right.
with people all the time.
Climate, do you feel that you are the R2D2 of the team?
Dude, all I have to say is I was cleared first round in the double kill. Like, it's not me. It's not me. I'm not a troll, dude. I would never.
So much.
Oh boy.
Climate molded me on purpose just to see how mad I'd get.
He is R2 teabag. That is for sure.
You sound like it right now.
That's great. That's incredible.
What, J-Vice?
So you sound like R2D2 right now.
Oh boy.
I can't.
So for our next one, we have who are the parent or parents of your team?
Climate.
No.
Aurora.
Definitely.
Roy, what did you say?
I
Damn,
said
I cut out.
Poggers is the team parent.
Gotcha.
He has monitored so much. Okay, I can't say dog
So
meat
much-
content from the train server.
Through 2 years.
Yeah, so definitely Poggers.
All right, Polar.
Probably Zuby. He's very mean parent, very strict.
I beat my kids. I beat my kids a lot.
Like he's, he'll jump in, right? He'll do something wrong, and he'll just instantly say, "What are you doing? Like,
Why are you doing?
I told you to
this
get the wrench, all right?
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Don't take the flashlight.
All right, Marf.
Okay, I'd probably, out of everybody, I'd probably go with Poggers or Cthulhu, because at least Cthulhu is more of like, he's more of like a laid back parent, not like a helicopter parent. Poggers is more of like the mom, like he's like the helicopter parent, and then Cthulhu is more like the laid back dad that'll give you leeway.
Gotcha. All right, Ice.
See, Poggers is there when you're sad and like you're lonely. You need someone to talk to. Aurora's there when you need a nice slap on the wrist. Mark's just kind of there.
I'm there when your ass needs to get beat.
Yeah, Pogger's the kind of guy to scream when you're going 36 out of 35.
You don't miss.
Yeah, it's definitely Poggers. He's basically the mom of the team, keeping track of everything.
All right, J-Vice.
Zuby is the abusive stepfather figure.
What is it with teams having like great parents
Abusive
and then the
stepfather,
abusive
yeah.
Oh, no,
stepfather?
no, but like, yeah, the Poggers is the mom. Like he's always worried about everyone's emotions.
Hey,
Aurora's a
emotions
shit
are
balloon.
important.
We call
Are
him
they,
the emotional coach because he doesn't know what he is.
Yeah.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Climb it.
Okay, so as the child of the team, I would know best. Zuby is the abusive father, and Poggers is the mental coach. That's about it. Poggers is there to make you feel better. Zuby is there to make sure you don't fuck up. That's basically it.
All right, Catatrix.
Despite Poggers being low in SR, he is very high in his mental coaching capabilities, so I'd say that he definitely would fill that role.
I fucking hate it here.
All right, Zuby.
I'm going to have to go with Poggers as the loving mom who treats you well. You know, she took you to all your sports games as a kid, made sure that you got there on time, and then I'd say that Marf is like the drunk dad who comes in and gets the belt. He makes sure that the things are going the right way.
Gotcha.
He does it with logic, which is important.
Very well.
No,
And Poggers, seeing as you were the most hit on for this question, do you agree? Would you say that you're the mom of the team?
100%. I've saved like 3 teams so far already. I think I've saved multiple players from not getting banned in Trank for all the toxic stuff they
I can
said.
definitely vouch for that from last season.
I
Vouch.
I have saved the multiple players with their attitudes, but I do also have a bad mental. I'm also bad myself, so there's that as well.
So I'm just writing down notes to yell at Paradise. All right. Anyways, our next one, we like to include other games. That way it's not just an Overwatch discussion. But who is the omen of the group? As in, who likes to disappear from the team because they like to tell
Norman's not here, so.
Monica.
Wait. There's this guy called Normac. Oh, not again.
Yeah.
All right, Aurora.
Who disappears? Climate. I have filled so many scrims, it's crazy. I have played more time on Tailwind than I have on fucking GDH.
Oh, boy.
It's not wrong. It's not wrong.
Jeez.
All right, Polar.
Yeah, probably Climate. I've also rang for a bunch of scrims. I've kind of transcended to a whole different level of off tank just because of that.
I worked on those graphs.
I really need to cut your ego down after this, pal.
Oh, yeah.
I shall bid all of you. I must go to work. Have a fantastic night.
All right, see you later,
All right,
Zuby.
Thank you,
Nice,
Zuby.
yeah,
Being
baby.
with us.
Wait, I have
Dog
one about
shit
Zuby
player.
before he leaves.
He's so bad.
No, Zuby's gone. He's the abusive father. I'm so scared.
All right, Poggers.
Oh no, it's definitely Climate. It's not close. Like, you don't know how much time. Like, it's 8 o'clock. Scrim time is 8 o'clock. Why do I have to get a message at 8:15? Hey, Poggers, I'm in Narnia. I need a ride home. I can't make Good
Pick
luck,
me
buddy.
up in your soccer van.
This guy tells me, good luck, buddy. And at the time, I was on Lucid, so it's like, I'm in a game. I can't find a ringer. He's like, I don't know, man. You'll figure it out.
Oh my
But I
God.
do love,
You
but I do
figured
love you,
out.
Climate.
Goodness. Marf.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's Climate without a doubt. There's been so many times, like, this is my time of being like an official coach there. This man just types in team chat like 20 minutes before the scrim. Yeah, I'm gonna be gone for the first hour. I have to go bike riding. Sorry.
That was the. Alright.
That happened today, too.
Yes, I filled for the script today, right before this.
Oh,
The
So
script
did
is
I.
MIA.
And so did I.
We had Polar on tank because of this.
all right, Ice.
Again, I still think it should be Normac, but Normac's not here, so I guess we'll have to go with Climate because Climate's never here. Yeah, you can see a really common trend here with Climate.
I do see a trend here. Cthulhu.
Obviously, it's Climate. I mean, he has very involved parents, is one way to say it.
His internet goes shut off.
Sag.
Like, he has parents that care about him.
Yeah, my mom kind of.
Alright, that's about to take a sharp left. Let's go back to this.
Alright, okay, nice.
Thank God Zuby isn't here.
I'd say let's go with Zuby for the sake of changing. He'll just dip out of voice before he molds.
Oh yeah.
Well, I feel like that's even maybe a little bit more respectful, just being
No. We have to.
It's like the
No.
the
He
angry
yelled
parent
before he
walking
yelled. He
out,
yelled for him.
walking into their bedroom.
Wait,
closing
what?
the
Oh,
door,
okay.
And then
No, he walks.
screaming.
He's still
Zuby
molding.
screams into his pillows at night.
Exactly.
He walks.
I
to
think he
your room, yells,
misunderstood.
leaves,
Zuby
and
yells at
walks
us in
back.
the chat and then leaves the chat to yell some more.
Oh my goodness.
Can you give an honorable mention to Marf muting and locking Hog?
When did this
Yeah.
happen?
Honorable mention to Marf that during the tryout tonight, the tryout disagreed and Marf just left.
This guy, I'm like telling him how to play monkey,
Hey,
bro.
don't worry about it.
Oh my god, he pissed me off.
Yeah, Marv had some interesting comments in the DMs. Jesus.
Hey, Vice.
You just did me.
Oh, sorry. Catatrix.
Climate. I don't have to explain more.
All right, Climate. Once again, you're the center of attention. So, do you agree with
I think it's climate.
Very well. All right. Next one. We do like to include some Overwatch League references in here. So, who on your team is the Chipsa of the team? So, who gets the most unlucky deaths?
Unlucky deaths?
Yes, the most unlucky deaths. Like, ooh.
It's definitely not Polar anymore.
I don't know.
Polar got pinned by Renner.
I wouldn't say we have anyone that has particularly unlucky deaths. We just have dumb deaths. Like Zuby hitting shift on Monkey and Ryan in the backline alone is quite a common occurrence. So.
But it's not
I'd probably
unlucky.
go
It's like he meant to do it. So.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
There wasn't. Honestly, I think it's Polar. I think Polar's the unluckiest, to be honest. Like, how much times did he get randomly pinned by as Tracer by Reinhardt? Like, I see it every game.
I don't know, man. Get better.
Yeah,
Positioning
probably
there.
me, because most of my deaths are unlucky.
Yeah, never
Every death in the game is completely unplanned.
Yeah, like
totally unlucky.
Like, I'll have scrims where I have to play with Climate, and it's like it's just unlucky, man. I see Climate in front of me and Catrix behind me. I'm like, what am I supposed to
It's
do?
over for.
And the overarching
Marv.
abusive stepdad.
Honestly, I'm gonna say Zuby because just from like a third person perspective of like watching some of these scrims, I swear Zuby has died in some of the most unlucky ways recently that I've seen. Like one of them, he randomly just got like 360 booped off the map when he was primaling his Winston when the Lucio was just like doing a drive by.
But then he also just jumps off during primal.
Yeah, he also does jump off the map sometimes. But other times he just randomly gets killed by a self-destruct that just somehow hits him around the wall. Other stuff. I think it's Zuby, honestly.
Do be unfortunate. All right, Ice.
Me getting killed by a Bob right now? No.
I just saw that.
It's kind of hard, you know. Chipsa plays Doom. You know who else plays Doom?
No one.
We don't like
Hero's bad.
Oh, Polar plays Doom. He's not very good at it, but he plays him.
Yeah.
All right, Cthulhu.
It's just a nuance.
I think there is really any one person that's super unlucky on our team. I think we do tend to take turns just tactically inting though.
Okay.
So Zuby, when he was on main tank, definitely towards the top of that.
All right, J-Vice.
Unluckiest would I don't know. I think I'm pretty unlucky sometimes. Like today in scrims, I'm playing Sombra, and the Torb just randomly shoots me as I walk past and headshots me.
The ego in this guy.
Like 24/7, dude. Every death is not my fault. It's just like it's always unlucky. I'll own up when I feed, but I don't feed.
Gotcha. All right, Climate.
I think it's gonna have to be Zuby if I had to choose one. We don't have like a lot of unlucky players, but if I had to choose one, it's probably Zuby.
All right, and Catatrix.
You know, when Zuby charges into the enemy backline, like, we're not expecting him to die, you know? It's just purely unlucky, right? So I gotta go with Zuby.
Okay.
Yeah, true.
All right.
All right. Well, our last one for team superlatives is who has the most interesting hobby and what is it? And you know, we've come to this conclusion that some teams just don't know that background. So if you don't know any of your teammates' hobbies, just go ahead and give us yours. Aurora?
I don't think anyone here does anything productive with their lives, if I'm being honest.
No. There's only one answer to this question.
One answer.
Aurora cooking stream.
I think we're on the same. I think we're on the same wavelength, guys.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm not too sure.
Introduce us, Martha and Ice, please.
Yeah, it's Mr. I go mountain biking.
Yeah,
Miss Scrims 3 days a week. Very cool.
How's that? All right.
Complains when I'm scrim enough, but goes mountain biking during scrims. Nice.
At least I think it's interesting.
Yeah, it has to be interesting.
I think honestly one of the greatest things was like during quarantine, Aurora was doing cooking streams at like 5 a.m. Like 8 of us in here all the time. He does make the same food, which is grilled cheese, because he knows nothing better.
Grilled cheese is slap. I don't care.
Hey, as long as you butter the heck out of it.
You already know. He knows.
No, but Aurora is a chef.
Honestly, I have the most interesting hobby right now because I work a job.
Bro, he's really the 15-year-old that think the world revolves around him.
That is all cap. That is all cap.
I handle transactions for a multi-million-dollar business.
Okay.
I forgot Polar works for Microsoft.
Can we talk about how Paul randomly skinny at one point, then came out of nowhere and became all buff? He low-key goes to the gym. So that's probably one of the weirdest hobbies.
Who?
Going to the gym is weird.
For a gamer, yeah. Someone that's
Well,
on
I mean, I know a lot of streamers that, kind of buff.
Yeah, have you met Captain Sparkle?
Streamers.
Nick Merckx, and there's the one from,
I mean, I used to do pole dancing as a workout.
If you
that was a lot of
compare,
It's been a while.
My God.
Yo, give us a sample.
Sample, yeah, turn on the webcam.
I mean, for real though, like if you look at what it takes to be like a good pole dancer, like that is a huge workout on your body.
Yeah.
Like
That is a lot of upper body
If
strength.
you were doing that, like major props to you, man. Like that's
Yeah, I take pride in my pole dancing craft.
You get above 6 foot, and you're really not meant to be doing any of it. But it's fun.
Yeah, good thing you're not above 6 foot. You don't have that ability.
Minnie would be the perfect person to do this. Jesus.
Yeah, Minnie's 4'1", 10
He's
years old.
5'1". A 5'1" gaming prodigy.
Oh, he's actually. I just realized.
Minnie floats.
All right.
How does he reach his keys?
Jack, I think it's that time.
Yeah, I think it is indeed that time. So now we are headed into our final game of the evening, and that is Server Kick Trivia.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
This is where I get targeted. I am gonna get targeted.
Bye guys. I'll see you later.
This is where we separate the boys from the boys, as we
Okay,
try to
man.
figure out who knows the most tonight about Overwatch League team members.
Alright, I'm gonna leave now.
My only knowledge is about Sparkle because I played with him once.
Sparkle's awesome.
And you call him Sparky.
Bro. Yeah, I called him Sparky. I was like, who's this Sparky kid? He's ranked 5.
So here's how it works, guys. We're going to give you the name of an Owl League player, and you are going to give us the current team they play on. Okay? Because some of the people we have picked tonight have been on multiple teams, but we want the current.
Okay.
So in order to, hit the buzzard, because you guys don't have a physical buzzard in front of you, you're going to say your Discord name that is shown in the Discord currently.
_Marv.
If you say me,
you can just say Marv.
you can just say Marv. You can just say Marv. You don't have to say the number. But if you say me and Jack, we're not picking you.
Yeah, we don't.
Now, if you answer the question correctly, you get to choose which one of your teammates or coaches gets kicked from the server. If you get it wrong, you are the one who gets kicked. Is there any question?
Do you think I'm safe in this
Yeah,
spot?
when can we kick Marv?
Yeah, Boston, you're going down.
I have like 3 people targeting me already.
Quickly, by the way, right. That's all it takes. All right.
Quickly, by the way.
So let's go ahead and start things off easy. I mean, I don't know any of these, so thank you so much, Gizmo, for putting this together. But I figure that people probably know this because it's definitely a name that gets thrown around a lot. Super. Whoa.
SFS shock.
Did you see who that was, Gizmo?
I said
I want to say it was Climate.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Climate. Who does Super play for?
SFS shock.
Climate hits
I
hard,
think
bro.
you might have added an additional S in there, but I'll
You're
take
going.
it.
Oh yeah.
But that is correct. It is the San Francisco Shock. Who are we sending away?
I think we're gonna save the best for last and just get Polar out of the way.
You actually kicked Polar up first? Holy shit.
Boy, Polar, we're sending you on
Alright.
your way.
Lucky.
Any last words?
Alright.
I actually got rid of the team
well,
captain.
I like to say, it's good seeing you, Climate, but you're cut from the team.
No.
So actually, goodbye. But I'll see you guys later.
All
Thank you for
right.
having me on.
See you, weeb.
Well, Polar, thank you so much for being with us, but just watch out. Those ice caps, they be melting. All right. And
All
go
right.
to our next one.
So this next player is one close to my heart. Poco.
The fusion.
Poggers.
Yo,
look at
You're supposed to say your name.
I'm the only one that said my name. I'm the
I
only one
said
that said my
Aurora.
name.
I said Aurora.
You didn't say anything.
Okay.
Wow, I thought I said it
Aurora.
first.
Did you
Just-
not hear
just
me?
Edmund.
I said fusion.
DJ.
I'm the only one that spoke.
And then
I
I
heard
said it
Poggers.
again, just in case if Aurora didn't hear it the first time. So
What's
Aurora,
the wicket,
who is Poco on?
The Fusion, the Philadelphia Fusion.
That is correct.
Yes,
Look,
it is.
Boston,
Let me live one more round.
No. I'm sending you to the gulag, buddy. No more round.
Whoa. Who are we sending away?
Marv.
God damn it.
The biggest,
Yeah.
biggest Marf. We're sending you away. Marf,
Oh.
you got any last words?
Yeah. What I want to say is that Aurora here, actually the worst player I ever played with. PDH disbanded all because of him. His dog shit gameplay,
Oh my
beating
God.
every stream,
Alright.
not being able to do anything. All of him.
All right. Thank you so much for being here with us, Marf. Or if you say it backwards, it's Fram. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to.
We're like Fran. OW.
Usually I
Got
prep
'em.
these ahead of time, but with the podcast I don't. So you get what you get. So next one we got here. I'm trying to pick people that I know, so I at least feel like I know something here. Fleta.
Poggers.
Hoggers.
I thought that was a statement, not a name.
Fleta.
Shanghai Dragons and
Poggers.
Ooh.
Shanghai Dragons.
Shanghai Dragons is correct. So
That is
Yeah,
correct.
Dynasty.
This season's MVP as well.
oh,
Both from
Cad,
Carpe.
Cad, get the fuck out of here.
True.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. You play Brig, you play Mercy.
Catatrix, we're sending you away. Any last
Love you, buddy.
words?
I'd just like to say that Poggers and Aurora mixed together has to be the biggest weeb duo I've ever seen in my life.
Not wrong. He's
I will
only
join them on that.
Well, Catatrix, you may be tricky, but now no tricks for you. And then there was I'm telling you, I'm just coming up with them on the fly. That's the best you get tonight.
That was a miss.
All right. So, the next one is a diva player, and pretty famous on Twitter for getting a certain comment from a celeb, and that is McGravy.
Poggers.
Ooh, Poggers.
How do you know this?
Wow. It's so
McGravy-
it's really obvious
Mr.
actually.
Valiant. Ellie Valiant.
That is correct.
Who we
Hold
sending
on.
away now?
Okay, I love Aurora, so he's staying.
Okay.
I love Climate, he's staying. Never mind, Climate, get out of here.
I love Climate, so we say get him out of here. So
No.
Climate, we gotta send you away. Any last words?
Poggers is plat. Poggers plat main account. That's all I have to say.
All right. Well, you may be Climate, but now you be Faldat. All right. I'm telling you, I got nothing tonight. All right. Next one we got. Man, many of these names I don't recognize. But you know what? I do know Rick and Morty. So Jerry.
Aurora.
Nice.
Aurora.
Boston Uprising.
That is correct. Who
Yeah,
was on the
Ice.
way?
Bye bye.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Man, I said my name like 4 times. No.
Hey, and
Alright.
Jack, kudos for not being the boomer in you because it's actually Jerry for the mouse.
Really, the Tom and Jerry? Jerry?
Wow.
Yes.
Did not know
That is
Oh,
why
how
he
about
went with
that?
Jerry.
Yep.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, can we
Alright.
get him out of here?
All right, Ice, we gotta get you out of here. Any last
Well, I didn't get to. This is the most I've ever played Overwatch in the last 2 weeks. I don't know how Aurora's still in here because he's a dog shit player. He ruined GDH.
Well, I mean, you don't have
Marth
to be
is
good at
better.
Overwatch to know
Yeah.
how trivia. So I guess that's how we can interpret that one, I suppose. But Ice, we gotta send you away. We're gonna be putting you on yourself, you know, because you put somebody on ice, you know. Anyways, so. All right, Gizmo, what we got next?
Okay. So, as much as I like to give this man shit, he is an amazing support player. Dogman.
Aurora.
Yo.
Aurora.
The Atlanta Rain.
That is correct.
Yeah, Poggers, I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
It's been a long ride.
Saved you and you backstabbed.
Oh
him.
wait, right.
Oh man.
Hey, man.
You know what? I reconsider.
Nope. Too late.
Poggers
Too
again.
late. Nope. That's not how
Right,
the rules
Poggers
work.
again.
Poggers again.
Poggers, we're sending you
Look.
away. Any
Look,
last
I need-
words?
I need 30 seconds. All right.
Okay.
Aurora crossed me now, like he did back on Lucid and on Tailwind.
What?
Always a big memer, always roasting me all the time. But for real, to anybody who's watching this, it was just memes. If your name was mentioned, just jokes. We were just trying to have fun, right?
Unless
Trying
you're
to be
Tempest,
entertaining.
we don't know who you
Oh
are.
my
We-
god.
We're not very good at
I
names.
would hope
Oh,
that
yeah.
that is a pretty big understanding
Um,
here on the
so-
BeatDrop. We get our
so-
shots in, but
It's just a joke. Second of all, I fucking hate Aurora.
Yo, dude, everyone's going for my neck.
Also,
Oh,
watch out, Cryptic Force. Polar Monkey's coming.
oh boy. All right. Well, Poggers, we gotta send you on your way. We'd say that you're only a crazy 90s toy no one remembers except for me. So, because I'm the resident boomer here. So, moving on, we have 3 remaining. And I don't know how to say this one, so I guess I'm not going to pick that one. You know what? I wanna go outside. I wanna enjoy the view, clear night sky, and I see space.
Aurora.
Aurora.
He plays for the Los Angeles Gladiators.
That is correct. Aurora just cleaning house right now. So J-Vice or Cthulhu, who we sending away?
Get me out of
Cthulhu,
here.
I guess.
Make it interesting.
Sure, Cthulhu.
Is that who we're sending away?
Yes, we are.
All right, Cthulhu.
Yo.
We're sending you away. Any last words?
It's been good. We'll keep bringing it.
That is true. Well, Cthulhu, you may be a certain cat-like god, but nothing like Doug Nubis. All right. And then there were 2, Aurora and J-Vice.
I just want to say something before this final round. I haven't known half the people you mentioned, and I'm still
Awesome.
here.
I haven't-
Let's go, boys.
I've barely known
Well,
any of the players
I
either.
I will give you a good shot on this last one because this is one that has been a star since the beginning of the Overwatch League. Prophet.
Aurora.
Ooh, Aurora.
Prophet plays for the Seoul Dynasty.
That is correct. Do you know what
Alright.
former team he was on?
London Spitfire.
Is also correct.
Dang, that one I knew. That's probably the only one on the list I knew. All right. So, J-Vice, we loved having you, But we gotta.
Hey, well maybe he picks himself. Weak.
No, but you know what? We had that happen a couple times ago, and then people started taking advantage of it, and it's like, no, you got to pick somebody else. You can't. No humility in the server kick trivia. All right, that's not how this works. So, J-Vice, that's all we got for you. Any last words?
Second place without saying anything? Pog.
Honestly, that's pretty common. That is literally pretty common. Like, if you don't say anything, more than
You get
likely you'll make it to the end.
Also, Widow, Hangzhou, Spark, best skin in the game, hands down.
All right. Well,
That's
J-Vice,
fine.
I tried to think of something, but I got nothing. I got nothing to kick you with. So, Aurora, GM of Tailwind, you have eliminated your entire team from server kick trivia. How do you feel?
Pretty expected. They're all bad at the game. It's not too hard.
Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. All right, any shout outs or anything that you want to do before we close this out for the evening?
No. Thank you guys for having us. It's been a pleasure.
All right, well, that is going to be it from us here at the BeatDrop. Hope you enjoyed the show. We got plenty more on the way, so always be tuning in after the feature match. That is literally our schedule. We are pumping out so many of these so quickly, and I am losing my sanity so quickly that they are going to happen after every feature match, probably until we finish the season. So if you have missed one, go back here, youtube.com/OWTranquility. Got all the videos going on here. That's it from us here at the BeatDrop. My name's Captain Jack.
I'm Gizmo Charmander, and we'll see you next time.
Let's drop the beat.